I want to give you a recipe to reach Muslims. A recipe is 2 Timothy 1:7. For God has not given us the spirit of fear, but the power, love, and sound mind. I consider this a way to share the gospel with Muslims. Why? Because it says that hasn't given us the spirit of fear. The thumbprint of Islam is fear, is hatred, is violence. You know, I'm not bad-mouthing Islam and Muslims. I was a Muslim and I love Muslims. I have given my life to them, but you have to be truthful. And it's not because of what radical Islam is doing that I call Islam, the spirit of Islam, a spirit of fear, a spirit of violence and hatred. It's not because of all the things happening. I'm saying it because if you look in Quran, you find this in many verses. And if you look at the example of Prophet Muhammad, you see that fear and violence and hatred was a part of his life. So let's be realistic. And when in your realistic, you can tell the truth with love. Now, how do you reach Muslims? The spirit of fear, God has not given us, but He has given us the spirit of what? Number one, He has given us the spirit of power. Power. The gospel is powerful. We have to believe. How do you break this spirit of fear? With power. Romans 1:16, Paul says, I'm not ashamed of the gospel because it has the power for salvation to those who believe. It has the power to change people's lives. We have to believe. You know, in the West, we have heard the gospel so many times. It has become common to us. We forget how powerful that simple message is to change lives. We have to believe in its power. We have to believe that when people hear it, something happens in their lives. And when they receive it, their lives are transformed. Number two is power of changed lives. Power of changed lives. The gospel has power, and it's evident in our changed life. So when we witness to people, we're not just telling them about the theology and a philosophy and a religion. We're talking about the life change that we have experienced, and it's practical. Let them see your life has changed. Let them see how you treat your wife, your spouse. Let them see how you feel, you believe about God, how you treat others. It's a changed life. The problem, I always say this, the number one cause of people coming to Christ is me. And the number one of hindering people, why people are not coming to Christ, is me and you. We can be a cause or we can be a detriment. It's our attitudes, it's our lifestyle. So it's not a matter of battles of ideas. It's a battle of spirits, battle of hearts, battle of commitments. Our changed life has power. We have to tell the truth, but we have to live the truth. Number three, in power to break the spirit of Islam is the signs and wonders. God is doing it. That's not something we come up with. That's out of our control. But God is doing it. God is appearing to Muslims with visions and dreams. It's so common. You ask Muslims, sometimes they believe more than we believe in signs, wonders, and miracles. And they believe Jesus is a healer and He heals them. So God is with us. When we say gospel is powerful and we break the power of fear, the power of Islam with our message, that's what I mean. The message is powerful, but God Himself is also powerful and is breaking the spirit of Islam and setting the captives free. For Muslims, Jesus, a miracle worker, is normal. I don't know about your theology. I'm not talking about theology. I am reporting to you, Jesus is with us. He's appearing to them. And even though they could die to say, I saw Jesus, they're saying it, that Jesus appeared to me. He talked to me. He healed me. He changed me. So we got to go with power to share the gospel. Believe. If you want to share the gospel with Muslims, you have to believe in the power that you have, the power of the gospel that you have, and that Jesus is with you. And when you share the gospel, you got to believe that Jesus will do signs and wonders through you. I say believe. I don't say depend. I say believe, because it's out of our hand. we can just proclaim. But many times, Jesus is faithful.